Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is Smackdown Live. We are here in the second week of a Smackdown that doesn't have Bobby Fish as WWE Champion. It's a sentence that I haven't got to say so much over these last year and a half, but it's something that I'm going to cherish for every single week that I can say it. And here tonight we will see the new WWE Champion actually coming up right next. We're going to be seeing the new WWE Champion CM Punk in action here tonight. He's going to take on Sami Zayn one-on-one. That is a way to kickstart your title reign better than any other way I can think of. That shows the honor and the prestige that CM Punk has, I believe, and I think it is going to be an incredible way to start it, handing it back to some of SmackDown's most beloved superstars like Sami Zayn. That is going to be one that we do not want to ignore at all, I think, to start things off tonight, but it is also later on tonight in the main event where there is a lot of bad blood that needs to be sorted out and getting rid of. Finn Balor here tonight gets a chance for revenge and a chance to send Kevin Owens on his way. If the Demon King can get rid of Owens here tonight and finally get his measure of revenge for being put on the injured shelf from him, and I think Finn Balor's 2018 will finally have some closure to 2017, and he'll be happy to turn his back on it and get ready for the rest of the year. It's going to be a great episode of SmackDown Live here tonight, and why waste any more time? Let's get right into it. Sami Zayn and CM Punk. Oh, here we go. I am ready. My body is ready. My everything is ready. Let's kick off SmackDown the way we want it to. Punk and Zayn one-on-one. In many aspects, this could be viewed as a match that so many have wanted to see, and SmackDown Live in their claim to proving that they are the #1 wrestling show, well, they're backing it up here tonight, I gotta be honest, with this kind of matchup. This is a great way to kick things off on SmackDown, and the fact they're giving away something that could be a pay-per-view main event for free just goes to show how caring SmackDown Live is towards the crowd. One of the strongest rosters in this entire universe, and they're showing off their star talents right here. Sami Zayn, someone who is looking to kickstart the new year and get it off to the way that he wants it to go. And he's getting a reward for it right away. Zayn beat Cesaro last week on SmackDown Live, and he had quite a war with him. Got busted open as well. Both men bled in that matchup. And now here tonight, Zayn gets his reward for that hard-fought victory last week by going one-on-one against the new WWE Champion here tonight. We saw Punk last week, and he was making almost a remark towards Bobby Fish. He said to Fish, if ever he wants to take him on, if ever he wants to fight him, well, he is right here in the heart of SmackDown Live. And Punk, usually a man who likes to make his entrance and let the crowd know he's here, is coming right towards the ring with that title on his shoulder. It seems the only thing that matters to CM Punk right now is letting the SmackDown Live crowd know that this is their title and he won it because of them. Punk now a 5-time world champion within this universe, more successful than anyone else when it comes to world title reigns. No one has come as close as CM Punk has. The second closest man is Kevin Owens in the main event tonight on 4. But that is not what we're on about right now. What we are focusing on is kicking SmackDown Live off strong. And that is, I think, exactly what we've got in our hands. Zayn and Punk. And surprise, surprise, a handshake between the two before this one gets underway. The respect between these two men, well, it speaks volumes. And here we go. We're underway here in Indianapolis. Sami Zayn getting things off to a good start here. Side headlock takedown. Let's see what will happen between these two in the feeling out process. Punk, the veteran, knows how to get the better side of someone immediately. Zayn making sure that he could try and do the same here, though. And seeing what he can use to his advantage. Zayn, of course, in his own right, a former WWE champion as well. His reign spoiled by a certain Brock Lesnar. And then, of course, after that, the elusive reign of Bobby Fish came into play. We're past that for the first time in a long time right now. Fish has kept his nose very quiet. He has kept himself very unseen on SmackDown since Backlash, and it has been peaceful and it has been enjoyable, that's for certain. As for right now, though, we're continuing on with this matchup. Kind of surprising that they went outside of the ring for a moment there with Zayn, who instigated it as well. And here we go. Back in the ring now. Zayn with some quick strikes and looking for something big here. Oh, brainbuster by Zayn. Punk has been through a great many wars in his career. So, you know, taking a move like that is certainly something he has felt through. Probably worse on more than one occasion. Hard forearm shot there by Punk and a chops. And now here come the strikes from the WWE Champion. Let's see what he has in store for Zayn now, who has got off to a very high-octane start, but CM Punk is trying to control this now and put a cork in Sami Zayn's fast-paced, high-octane offense. Zayn does a good job there rolling out of the way, and look at this. Flips over there with like a standing sunset flip, but couldn't even secure a 1 count in the WWE Champion. Zayn will try again with a roll up there, but yeah, he was in the rope, so not to show what he was thinking there. Zayn backing up a little bit. Great bit of respect being shown. The fact that Zayn backs up before going right back to work. Great snap suplex, floats over into the cover, and there we go. Finally got a count here tonight. A 1 count. And I gotta be fair, Zayn has been given the champion what for in this one. Not being the easiest task for CM Punk thus far. Quick fireman's carry though. And that could be a turning point in this matchup maybe for CM Punk. It is not always we see a WWE Champion kicking off the show in a match, but that is just what Punk wants to do, to give back to the Smackdown Live crowd. There's the knee, there's the Bulldog. Punk is now going at 100 miles an hour. Looking for the Falcon Arrow maybe. No, Zayn having none of it. Big time reversal there. In the corner goes Punk. Oh, Haluva kick! Haluva kick! Can Zayn upset the champ? Is this a huge win on the way for Sami Zayn? There's 2-0. Imagine the scenes if Sami Zayn would have beaten Punk right there and then with the Haluva kick. That would have been outstanding. That would have been a huge victory for anyone. But Punk has almost recaptured his gas right now. He's kicked it up a gear and he's ready now for Sami Zayn to endure a hard strike. Will Zayn go to sleep after this one? Into the cover, and with 1, 2, and oh, Zayn kicks out as well. Wow, 100 miles an hour from the get-go, and I'm not really surprised given the caliber of athletes in this one. Looks for the elbow there, but no one home for CM Punk. Zayn now flourishes right back into the swing of things. Dragon suplex, incredible bridge by Zayn into the cover. Just, I don't even know if he got a 2 count on that one. This one has been great thus far. Suplex cradles him down there like a cradle shock that we used to see from Chris Sabin on NXT, but it gets a 2 count. Zayn more than holding his own right now against the WWE Champion. Look at this now, Zayn on that second rope, hammering the blows into CM Punk's head. The crowd counting along with him as he smashes all 10 of them in and busts open Punk. Wow. Sami Zayn, I guess, had a New Year's resolution to all of a sudden start striking a lot harder, because that's the 2nd week in a row he's busted open his opponent. Zayn, though, taking a little bit out of what's the word I'm looking for? Taking a little bit out of focus, maybe just taken back really by that single underhook suplex there, and now CM Punk unloading away elbows right into the heart of Sami Zayn. Oh, he's going to go to the top. Punk was thinking top rope, but look at how quickly Zayn just rushed up to his feet here. And now Zayn is going for it. Clotheslines by Zayn, and the underdog from the underground right back in this matchup again. Incredible there by Zayn. What could we see from him now? He's got Punk in, yeah. Blue Thunder Bomb. Could it have him beat Punk? This will be huge if it does. There's 2, and oh, Punk kicked out again. This is amazing. What a match this has been so far between these two incredible athletes. And Punk for a minute here on the back foot, clawing himself up but still in the turnbuckle, clinging on essentially. Chops there by Zayn. What else would he look for here? He had him in the turnbuckle, could have gone for the Haluva kick. But counter there by Punk, and almost a zigzag by him as well. Punk now. Okay. Yeah. Alright, good stuff, Punk. Good game as well. Great game. Into the cover after running into the turnbuckle, hoping that wearing himself out in turn would have worn out Zayn. Spoilers, mate, it didn't. Zayn slowly getting up to his feet. Yeah, both men, despite this match not being a 10-minute thriller right now with loads of technical wrestling, has been an absolute thriller. I'm not too sure about the rope break call there. I did not see Punk in the ropes at all. But Zayn ain't complaining. He's going right back on the swing of things. And oh, here we go. Punk hits hard on the outside, but something might well be about to hit even harder. Zayn lined up, ready to go. Zayn will fly! Right over the top rope, cleared it with an absolutely beautiful leap. Up and over, down on Punk, and the champ once again in a state here of trouble. This could be huge for Sami Zayn. Brings him back into the ring here. I think Zayn had something planned on the top rope but decided against it because this game is shit, and apparently no one can go on the top turnbuckle now. Very good. This one continuing on though, and look at this though. Punk somehow finds a way. Falcon Arrow strikes on him. Don't know where he got that one from, but he found it. And Punk now trying to get this crowd on his side in these last few moments here. Zayn rolling outside of the ring. That's smart. Punk may well have had something planned there, but it was quickly halted. And this is all incredibly smart there by Zayn. Tilt-a-whirl into a small package. Incredible thinking. Will it be enough to beat Punk? It won't. Oh, but it was close. It sure was close by Zayn there. What a matchup this has been by both men. Hard chop there. What are we going to see? Nothing. Zayn elbow there by Punk. He's got him dazed. He's got him confused. And he may well have this one over. Punk now. Go to sleep to Zayn for the second time. Into the cover. 1, 2, and 3. CM Punk beats Sami Zayn in a real hard-fought contest. What a way to kick off SmackDown Live. Great way to kick things off on SmackDown Live there. CM Punk, your winner in a hard-fought contest over Sami Zayn. Absolutely incredible one to witness there. Oh, no! No! I knew there was a reason he kept himself silent. The element of surprise has always helped this little pig out. And that is exactly what is going on here. Fish lining up Punk with his own title and smashing him across the head with it. Bobby Fish just laid out the WWE Champion, and he seems far too pleased with himself. Oh, and wow. Bobby Fish. Of course, he can't keep himself to just his actions. He's got to open his big mouth now and spewing claims. He made the WWE Championship what he is. He made SmackDown Live what it is. CM Punk is just hanging on to the coattails of what Bobby Fish invented. If Punk wants to say that he will have a shot whenever, wherever, well, Bobby Fish knows just the place to have it. The time and the place and the date where it all kicked off, where Bobby Fish became a superstar at the Royal Rumble. He will have his rematch against CM Punk for the WWE Championship. It's official. It is set in stone. These two men are going to have a rematch, and that is one that I am already hyped to see. Well, Bobby Fish is going to try and play those mental mind games. It is pretty obvious of that. He's already trying to get under the skin of the champion. Attacking him with his own belt. And now believes that at the Royal Rumble he will claim his third WWE Championship. Well, we'll see about that, won't we? We will see if that is the case when that date rolls around. Somewhat 3 weeks from now, I believe it is getting closer. In fact, I think it's 2. I might be, yeah, I am very wrong about that. It is 2 weeks away. A little over 2 weeks away now from that big night at the Royal Rumble. Of course, we know some of the matches confirmed for it. We know the WWE Championship matchup now. Fish and Punk one-on-one. We know that on Raw we saw James Storm put the challenge out to Cody Rhodes for the United States Championship. We know that we'll have the ECW matches are decided. The conclusion to the trilogy, I guess, of matches you could say between Aleister Black and Bobby Roode, and of course that fatal four-way match for the ECW Championship between champion Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Drew McIntyre. And of course the World Heavyweight Championship match, as I said on Raw, looks pretty set in stone after Adam Cole pinned Jinder Mahal. And we will be almost there. We will be almost ready to get things underway. And then, of course, there is the 30-man Royal Rumble match. 30 men compete for a shot to go to WrestleMania to join an elusive club of those who have gone to the main event of WrestleMania and won. Such an elusive club that it only holds 2 people in it. But anyway, here we are, ready for this 6-woman battle royal here tonight, which will determine the #1 contender to Nikki Cross's Women's Championship. This will actually be taking place at the Royal Rumble. It's been decided that an extra match has been granted, and it will go to Smackdown, I believe. We'll see about that. We'll see if anything changes. But yeah, this will 100% be taking place at the Royal Rumble. We're going to see who will be challenging Nikki Cross for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, which I'm looking forward to, as any one of these 6 women in this matchup could well win this matchup. We just saw Sasha Banks there, Naomi, trying to get all the division out really in one big go. And you got to say that's a good idea, because there are some great talents in this one. We're seeing 3 of them right now, and I think the longer they're kept around, and the longer they're kind of, I guess, kept silent and not able to get their hands on the competition, the more kind of does problems for them. So to get 6 of them, we basically got all of them bar the champion. Winter is currently AWOL after losing a Backlash, and she does not want to be around. Whether or not she'll even be around anymore is I guess a topic for another day, but right now, we have the 6-woman battle royal. Becky Lynch, of course, won last week in the singles matchup there against Bayley. However, the SmackDown committee decided that it was better if all the women got an opportunity. With a new champion, basically a fresh start now with Winter out of the way. They thought it would be unfair to just give it to one superstar, or one female superstar. Why not give it to them all? Why not give them all the opportunity? So that is exactly what we're getting here tonight, and it is good for Bayley, as she will get a second opportunity after losing to Becky Lynch here tonight. 4 incredibly talented women in here, and it is interesting to see all of these. I mean, you think about the caliber of talent we got right there. Sasha Banks, who has been prolific to this women's division ever since it came back. Bayley, AJ Lee, and Naomi, who is a rising talent in the women's division. All 4 of these women could be the women's champion. It just goes to show how tough it is to be the champ in this division, and how impressive it is then for Nikki Cross to be the one at the top of it. And of course, to not only dethrone the long-serving champion that Winter was, but to defeat her on more than one occasion speaks volumes about the level of talent that she has within her. And you got to imagine the champ is watching this one closely to find out who her #1 contender is going to be at the Royal Rumble. Who will be taking her on? I mean, the favorite on paper is going to be Becky Lynch, of course, because of last week, but you can never count out someone like this woman, who is, of course, not like most girls. It's Nia Jax coming towards the ring here tonight. I think she is going to be public enemy #1 in this battle royal. That bell rings, and if I was them, maybe I would maybe I'd let her eliminate half the field, but then when it comes down to it, I'd get her out quickly, because you don't want to repeat what we saw in NXT in that 10-man battle royal when Big Show was in #2, no one was ganging up on him, and he hoofed everyone out, and is now on his way to TakeOver to become the #1 contender to meet Kurt Angle the night before the Royal Rumble. But this is something that, it could be repeated here. Nia Jax is dangerous. She is incredibly tough, thick-skinned, and the amount of damage she can do to anyone in that matchup. I mean, out of everyone we've seen, AJ Lee is without a doubt the smallest of them all. And can you imagine AJ Lee just being squashed by Nia Jax? What a thumping effect that would have on the ribs, on anything of AJ Lee, essentially. But here comes, I believe, the favourite in this one, and I do actually hope in some aspects the next #1 contender, the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. It is Becky Lynch, who has had a storied time since making her debut, since this women's division came back into life about a year and a half ago. It was Lynch and Sasha Banks who had an incredible matchup, put the women's division on the map. At Survivor Series, it was Lynch who was the champion all the way up until WrestleMania. Winter won the title off her, and then of course that title was won by Nikki Cross. Becky Lynch wants that title back. She will do anything to get it back. She's had her chances in the past, and one occasion was down to a little bit of unfair officiating, but the other time it was completely fair what happened. But we'll gloss over that because we're here now and we're ready for the 6-woman battle royal. Over the top rope applies, of course. You're eliminated when you go over the top rope and both feet touch the floor. The last woman standing will face Nikki Cross at the Royal Rumble. Let's see what will happen here. So we got Naomi and Becky Lynch, Banks and AJ, and Nia Jax and Bayley. This one should be very interesting indeed. See what everyone will do. Oh, hard knee there by Sasha Banks and a drop kick, and already we're looking at an elimination attempt there on the far corner. Becky Lynch trying to get rid of Naomi this early on. Will it pay off the way she wants it to? It will not, as Naomi very easily fights on, and oh, AJ Lee clothesline there but stayed in. And it was very good for her that she did, because she could have been in a very precarious predicament. Bayley goes over the top rope, but quickly brings herself back in the ring there. It's smart that she did, but now she's in a little bit of trouble. Oh, perched up well on the top turnbuckle there. Could be on her way out, maybe. Nope, she hangs in there. Nia Jax, I think, went under the bottom rope for safety. And I was talking about that matchup between Becky and Sasha, and they just gave us a little taster of it there. As Becky, before Becky went under that bottom rope. Naomi now in trouble. Perched up on that top turnbuckle by Sasha. Will she be the first one out here? Nope, she hangs in there. The chance to go into the Royal Rumble, not there just yet. Not over just yet, rather, should I say, for Naomi. She had to avoid two tough eliminations already. Nia Jax, meanwhile, took it to Becky Lynch and absolutely floored her there. Bayley having some trouble with AJ Lee right now. Oh, a hard knee in the face there by Bayley, and a hard forearm in response. Jax up on the second rope. I'm not too sure how good of an idea that one is. She could have been eliminated there. But Jax is going to go after Banks here, and Bayley looking to try and eliminate Becky. Revenge for last week for tapping out to the disarmer. Imagine what would happen here if Becky Lynch was eliminated first. Thankfully, she hangs on in there. Naomi, oh well, over the top rope there. Went over with a lot of speed. It looked dangerous for a moment, but she's hanging in there. Bayley in the turnbuckle now. Naomi hangs in there, as does Bayley. No one out yet. This one is, you can see the intensity they're putting into this matchup. And there's still a long way to go until the Royal Rumble. They can really give it their all to try and be the winner there. Sasha Banks kind of denying the opportunity for Naomi to eliminate AJ Lee there, allowing her to hang on. And oh, what a headbutt by Nia Jax to Becky Lynch. Everyone retreating here, bar these three women who you see standing right now. Jax is going after Banks, and oh, sent her into the turnbuckle there. Could have been dangerous. Just seeing now these four women standing up here trying to give it their all. Nia Jax, the fact she is still up shows how dangerous this really is. In the turnbuckle now is AJ Lee, and she could be in trouble. Bayley leaves her go. She's going to have a piece of Nia Jax now. Big back suplex there. And Jax hangs on under the bottom rope. Bayley has Becky Lynch here. And oh my God, she got her! What? Becky Lynch, the favourite to win it, is gone first at the hands of Bayley. And she is stunned on the outside. Bayley getting revenge for last week. And Becky Lynch can hardly believe it. She was I thought she was the favorite. I thought she was going, but no. Bayley with the elimination there, and hang on, Nia Jax in trouble. Nia Jax eliminated by Sasha Banks. 2 of the favorites are gone already. Incredible. AJ Lee, she's gone as well, and we're down to 3 just like that. Wow, that thinned the herd in a very, very quick fashion. And with that, we are now down to Bayley, Banks and Naomi. All 3 with an elimination to their name. And Sasha Banks is gone. The boss is down. And now it's Bayley and Naomi fighting for the right to face Nikki Cross at the Royal Rumble. God, the herd got thinned down real quick from 6 to 2 in about a minute. Well, there we go. Naomi now with 2 eliminations. Can she get a 3rd here and send Bayley to the locker room and send herself to the Royal Rumble? We're about to find out now. Bayley here turns around and she's going to try and eliminate here. Can she hoof her over the top rope? Can she get what she wants? Will the Hugger take on Nikki Cross for the Smackdown Live Women's Championship? Oh, she's gone in a really precarious predicament and she's out of there. Naomi eliminated. Bayley's going to the Royal Rumble. That is more than just sweet revenge for last week. That is what she wanted and then some. Congratulations to Bayley, the new #1 contender to the Smackdown Live Women's Championship is standing right there. How about that? Congratulations to Bayley. Eliminated Becky Lynch first. She had the first elimination and the last. Well, there you have it. At the Royal Rumble, Nikki Cross will defend her SmackDown Live Women's Championship against Bayley. That one, I think, is going to be interesting. Congrats to Bayley. And we'll see what Nikki Cross has to say about it next week, I imagine, on SmackDown Live. But we're going to head into our next contest. War Machine may well have a #1 contenders match against the Young Bucks lined up for before the Royal Rumble. But as for now, well, they've got to get there. They got to try and, get themselves riled up for that match again. The Bucks aren't here tonight, so instead, we're having a pretty close replacement to them, and I think it's going to be a real good matchup. War Machine against Future Shock. Well, I'll give them credit where it's due. SmackDown Live has been an absolute, basically just all full steam ahead on the way to the Royal Rumble. I'm trying to find the words there, but I mumbled them up a little bit. But here we go. As War Machine come towards the ring here for another tag team matchup against Future Shock. This one should be very, very interesting, I think, between these two teams. Very talented in their own rights. War Machine have proven themselves to be the #1 contenders. It was a backlash. The Young Bucks defended the championships via a count-out, of course. Which, not count-out, it's disqualification. Which was a bit unfair towards War Machine. And Hanson got his revenge for them last week by decimating Nick Jackson in the ring. As I said at the time, I didn't think it was a fair matchup. I still don't think it was that fair of a matchup, but these things happen. The Bucks have taken a week off because of it. Nick Jackson, apparently, in his decision to fight on for as long as he did, got the absolute shit knocked out of him. And now needs to take a week off to recover. So in turn, War Machine do not want to lose a spring in their step at all. They want to keep going, and that is exactly what is happening. Coming up here tonight, they're going to face the incredibly dynamic and energetic duo of Future Shock. Kota Ibushi and Ricochet here. Two men who've been able to make their similar styles work incredibly well together. And as I said, it's a bit of a replacement because they are, in their own way, quite a lot like the Young Bucks. Their fast-paced offense, their agility, their speed, their tandem tag team maneuvers as well, their innovation makes them all very dangerous. But both these men, of course, in their own way, very serious competitors. Both are former Cruiserweight champions, so they know just what they're doing within that ring. And I think this one is going to be a real good tag team matchup. It was 2 weeks ago that we saw, it was last week, I think, that we saw Future Shock defeating the Revival in tag team competition. Well, now they get another match here tonight, another chance to prove themselves. If they beat War Machine on the week that the Young Bucks are off, I would really question what that would mean for the grand scheme of things, where we would go from there, because That's very interesting to think about if that happened. But my money is on War Machine right now. I think they're unstoppable. I think they are parading on their way to the tag team titles. I believe, as a mega fan of the Elite, I think they realized that the only way they were holding on to those titles was through a DQ. And that's exactly what they did. And now they're kind of paying for it because they've got War Machine breathing down their necks and they've pissed them off even more on the way there. Look at that T-bone suplex there by Raymond Rowe on Kota Ibushi to get things going here. This is going to be a very tough start for Ibushi to have to overcome here as the power of Raymond Rowe is immediately brought into the equation. Hansen, of course, will be in his own right a very tough and formidable opponent when he comes in, but Rowe is he's all power. He's all strength. And Ibushi right now in trouble in the corner and all met with hard knees in the gut here. And it's not getting any easier for him right now. Back suplex. Ibushi had a few strikes in to get things underway, but he's really struggling now. Well, this has all been War Machine. In some ways, not really much of a surprise given their domination of the tag team division right now. Double back body drop and Hansen's in. See what happens in this one now. The man who took his revenge out for Backlash on Nick Jackson last week and absolutely decimated him in the process. And now here we go with this one. Ibushi needs to get something going, needs to make a tag, needs to do anything here to keep his hopes alive. Reverses the power slam attempt there and may finally find a window of opportunity for Future Shock here. Into the turnbuckle he goes, tag made, in comes Ricochet now, and they're going to have to use their agility to their advantage. That's exactly what they get done there. But look at how quickly Hansen's right back up to his feet there. But the speed of Ricochet really paying off here. Look at that. Slides through the legs and a Hurricanrana to send Hansen on his way. Good stuff. Ricochet now turning the match around for Future Shock here. Although only temporary, as a big-time forearm shot will bring him down. Wasteland and a sent-on splash for good measure. Thank you very much for trying. Went for the elbow there and Ricochet moved out of the way. Big-time drop kick sends Hansen down. Hansen crawling, makes the target to Raymond Rowe now. Here comes the powerhouse in once again. The brute that he is, just running shoulder tackle. Big time lariat, and another one to send Ricochet down. Raymond Rowe may well be on his own here right now, but he still has enough power to take care of business. And look at him demonstrating that power right here. Deadlift, gut wrench, power slam. Incredible. Now what will we see from Ricochet? Oh, that's what we'll see from Ricochet, though. What a counter that one was. One hell of a way to escape a fall away, backbreaker there, it looked like maybe. Great mindset, another tag made. Ibushi back in here. Hansen up on the apron, double arm dragon off. Double kicks there. Stereo kicks to Raymond Rowe. And that is one thing that Ibushi and Ricochet are certainly incredibly tough with. Look at that German suplex there, though, by Raymond Rowe. Almost slamming the head of Ibushi into that bottom turnbuckle there. And now Rowe temporarily just slowing the pace down. Seated camel clutch locked in here. Ricochet trying to gear up Ibushi to get out of it, and they work to his advantage. Ricochet now up to his feet. What can he get done here? Has Raymond Rowe in, and oh, what a brainbuster that one was. Ibushi feeling some kind of momentum here. The crowd on his side, surprisingly, and here he goes now. Clotheslines. Catches the boot and sweeps the leg away from him. Ibushi feeling riled up right now, and here he goes, maybe. No. Raymond Rowe, big time counter. Hard shoulder tackle as well to bring him down to the mat. And it's going to be a tag made here into Hansen. Oh no, it's going to be more than just a tag. It could well be the end of this one. The back suplex and the leg drop. That should be enough, I believe, to give War Machine the win. Oh, but Ricochet in. to make the save there for his tag team partner. And incredibly good that he managed to do that one, but this is still going on. Good God, deadlift powerbomb by Hansen there. The fresh man with all of the advantage going for him right now. But Ibushi able to find a way to fight back here. Spinning kick to the gut. Off the ropes he goes. And Ricochet, and Ibushi there with that sweeping kick. This one's still going on here now. Somehow Ibushi has found a way back into it. Lovely snapmare and neck crank combo. Can he find a way to make the tag in here to his partner? Indeed he can. It looks as if they're going to go for that splash again, maybe. Great splash there by Ricochet. And this time Hansen slow again up to his feet. But the fact that he's up so quick still shows the work that Future Shock have got to do here if they want to win in this one. What a move there though by Ricochet. Standing corkscrew moonsault. As he goes after him now. Incredible strength by Ricochet. And for the first time in this matchup, we're going to see a member of Future Shock go up high to the top rope here. Shooting star with a twist in midair as well to line himself up perfectly on that landing. But Hansen still powers out at 2 there. What is next here? What has Ricochet got in mind? Northern Light suplex. Oh my God, no way. Look at the strength of Ricochet into the brainbuster. This guy weighs less than 200 pounds and he just did that to a brute in Hansen. Tag made now. Are we going to see it? Yes, we are. Here we go. The roundhouse kick, the brainbuster. Future Shock could be on their way to beating the number 1 contenders. No. Ricochet went for that move a second too early. Paid for it. Raymond Rowe made the save, but they ain't done yet. This one's still continuing on. Hansen's still in trouble. Standing corkscrew moonsault now by Ibushi. And in War Machine's turnbuckle, he goes up to the top rope. Went for the moonsault and he missed it. Hansen there knew what was going on. Ibushi took too long. And the black hole slam he'll be brought in for. He's going to look for it now. He's going to look for that big power bomb of his. No, Ibushi catches the leg, sweeps it away from under him. No way, Ibushi's about to do something big here. Oh my God, Ibushi might be in for his own powerbomb. Can he get it on him? Kick in the gut. Can he get Hansen up in the air? Yes, he can. Look at the strength of this man. The sit-out powerbomb into the cover with 2. Oh, he kicked out. I thought that was it. And again, Raymond Rowe came in to make the save, and it didn't work out. Hansen on his own here. Future Shock with the advantage. Ibushi tags out. I imagine nearly all the energy got taken out of him after that powerbomb there. What more can Ricochet do now? What can Hansen do on his own, though, is also a separately big question. This has been great tactical thinking, I have to say, by Future Shock in this one. But oh, good God, hung out to dry there. Snake Eyes on that top turnbuckle. He may well be on his own, but oh my God, is no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Ibushi trying to save his partner. He can't. Hansen just went coast to coast. How in the hell does this man pull that off? Coast to coast, and now Ricochet is busted open, much the same as Raymond Rowe on the outside. For being on his own, he has fought like an absolute hero. Hard super kick though, caught him. Has him up against the turnbuckle now, and look at this. Ricochet not messing around here. What a drop kick there. Hansen's in big trouble, I gotta say it. He is in huge trouble here, and Raymond Rowe on the outside ain't looking that fresh himself. Bats away that clothesline attempt though, and look at... what? The fuck? Okay, that looked really good. Great counter there, I think, by Ricochet to something. But he may have to tag out here. The blood pouring down his face, maybe too much to endure. Tag made. Ibushi in here. Atomic drop and a big boot sends Hansen down. And you can see the kind of desperation sinking in now for Future Shock, hoping this is enough. Hansen kicks out again. And use all his strength there to bring up Hansen, just to hit that little kick there. But what more can both sides do here? If Hansen makes the tag into Rowe, can he save his tag team in this one? Could there still be a chance that War Machine could walk out the winners, because they are being tested and even to an extent bested here by Future Shock. Ibushi will claw himself to the top rope now. And Ibushi, Phoenix Splash, he got all of it. Could this be it? Rowan slowly to try and make the save. Ricochet is there, and Future Shock just beat War Machine. Future Shock just beat the #1 contenders to the WWE Tag Team titles. What the hell does this mean now for this tag team division? That is more than a win. That is a statement. That is a message sent. That is a warning. Future Shock just beat the #1 contenders. I know there's a complete hectic style of things going on in NXT right now with the NXT Tag Team titles. But SmackDown's looking like it's about to have the same problem itself. But what the hell do we do now? I genuinely don't know. That has completely taken me by surprise. But Future Shock looked dominant that entire match. Those were guys about, easily about 120 pounds heavier than them. And they bested them. Incredible by both men. It shows that heart and desire can always overcome the weight advantage of your opponent. What a win for Future Shock. And now I guess we find out where the hell we go from here. We'll see, I guess, is the only thing I can say. Find out next week when the SmackDown committee may have something to say about it, but we're going to move on here to a one-on-one matchup now to try and perhaps calm us down for the first time here tonight. Coming up next, Damien Sandow against Shinsuke Nakamura. Well, here we go. This is a man we haven't seen in a long time in Damien Sandow getting this match here. Getting this opportunity against the King of Strong Style. And to be fair, it is a very lauded opportunity being handed out to him, I have to say. To be fair, this is... Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say something there about how great of an opportunity this was. But apparently, since what happened to Backlash, Nakamura ain't interested. Shinsuke Nakamura, I think, his loss of Backlash to Kevin Owens, enraging the King of Strong Style here. He gets the jump on Sandow. This ain't usually like how Nakamura operates. Something has changed within Nakamura, I think. Backlash has certainly done something to the King of Strong Style here, and Sandow comes right after him in quick tow. The bell rings and we're underway here. Nakamura unloading away already. Hard axe kick there over the head of Sandow. Well, I'm not too sure what the reasoning is for this one, but we're underway here, and Sandow's being loaded in with hard shots here by Nakamura. Reverse suplex. Of course, what I was going to say was this is a good opportunity for Sandow, but right now he's just getting decimated by Nakamura, who might, like I said, might be heavily enraged as to what happened at Backlash when he was beaten by Kevin Owens as clean as you like. And that seems to have changed something within Nakamura here. Look at this. Hard knees into Sandow. Once and twice there. Nakamura has come out of the gates and is in no mood to play around here. Exploder suplex already. Sandow hasn't even got a move in edgeways, and this one could be over before it even begins. Nakamura bringing up Sandow here. I don't think... I didn't expect it to be going like this. I know this is a great opportunity for Nakamura to get himself back out there, but I did not expect him to do it in this fashion. Absolute destruction of Sandow, and Nakamura is going to look to end it now. The kick in the gut. Kinshasa. Well, this one is over. 1, 2, 3. Shinsuke Nakamura destroyed Damien Sandow here tonight. That, I think, is the Kevin Owens effect seeping in there. Nakamura enraged at what happened to Backlash. and have to try and overcome it in some fashion, and beating the living hell out of Damien Sandow, I think just sorted that out. Well, there you have it. Your winner, Shinsuke Nakamura. And I guess that's his way of showing that he is trying to get back to normal. And that he is really not interested in playing games. He's not interested in just having a bit of fun. It seems as if it is all business and all focus for Nakamura right now. And that might be all down to what Kevin Owens did at Backlash. Maybe so. I don't really know. The mind of Nakamura is a mysterious one. No one really knows how it operates. But speaking of Kevin Owens, we know what his MO is. His MO is to go out and hurt people no matter what. He did it to Kyle O'Reilly 2 weeks ago, and he did it to the man he faces a long time ago. But tonight, revenge is on the cards for Finn Balor as he goes one-on-one in the main event against Kevin Owens. We're about to see a look of determination and a look of focus on one man, and a look of enragement and the desire to kill what has come back here to Smackdown Live. Here comes the man who made his return at Backlash when the Demon came out. But it seems as if for Finn Balor this is a personal issue with Kevin Owens. This is not a matter that the Demon can take care of. This is something that Finn Balor himself has to get out of his system and has to overcome. And here we go. This one is going to be a hard-hitting. This one is going to be a war. We saw, Punk and Zayn earlier tonight, which was a match of respect, a match of values. This one is not going to be any of that at all. This is two men who hate one another. Two men who want to see one another off the face of the earth once and for all. This is a true kind of blood feud between these two men. And I'm surprised that Smackdown is... I guess Smackdown want to get it out of the way as quickly as possible to avoid any kind of problems happening, any kind of, further issues that could disrupt Smackdown Live on the way to the Royal Rumble. And we'll see if that is going to be true or not in this one here. Finn Balor letting the crowd here in Indianapolis guide his way towards this one against Kevin Owens. Finn Balor, I imagine every day that he was out injured, has waited for this moment to be on SmackDown Live, and in just a few minutes to have Kevin Owens across the ring from him to settle the score once and for all. We know that Finn Balor can let his rage get the best of him sometimes, but I would not blame him if it happened here tonight. That would be a totally fair value if it did happen. And Finn Balor looks focused, ready, and on the money to get this job over and done with here, to get this out of his way and to focus on with what is next for the Demon King. Kevin Owens, I imagine, would like to let this one go on as long as he likes, just so long as he can torment Finn Balor as much as humanly possible. Well, we'll see if that is going to be the case here tonight, because here comes Owens towards the ring now. Finn Balor watches on in the ring. But when that bell rings and we are underway, I would be surprised at how many seconds it will take before Finn Balor gets ready to lash out in anger. Kevin Owens has been warned once again. If he does anything like he has done to Kyle O'Reilly and Finn Balor, if he tries to powerbomb him onto the apron, Kevin Owens will be suspended indefinitely and will be denied any title shot for as long as the SmackDown committee decide is fair. It has to be taken into account. It has to be settled here tonight. It so seems to be the message of the SmackDown committee. Well, their wish is going to come true, because that is exactly what will happen in these next few minutes. Get ready. We're about to have an absolute war break out. And look at that. The two men just rushed at one another. Ran right into the middle of the ring. Balor's been waiting a long time for this one, and here he goes, unloading away with kicks with strikes right away. Went for the kick, but KO countered. KO looked for some kind of fireman's carry maneuver there, but Finn Balor reversed it. This is what happens when the anger gets the best of you. This is what happens when the hatred that Finn Balor has for this man takes center stage. Balor now Owens hangs onto the apron there, but not for much longer, because there's a big triangle drop kick, and Finn Balor has got underway here at 100 miles an hour. Kevin Owens trying to recover on the outside here. Double axe handle by Balor. And this one, surprise, surprise, has already broken down on the outside. Oh my god, up on his shoulders here. What the hell is he going to go for? KO. Torture rack, neck breaker on the thin padding. The very neck and back that he did incredible damage to by sending him down on that apron. Finn Balor just got slammed back down on. What is he looking to try and slam him here maybe? And Owens using strength to his advantage there to power out of that one. Count up to 6 here. He continues on the outside, but it's almost like neither man cares. Balor though wants, I think he's letting himself get back in the ring because he wants this match to continue on. He knows that a 10 count, if it comes to a draw, the security's going to come out. They're going to try and split them up. And that'll be the end of that. Finn Balor doesn't want to let this continue on. He wants this over and done with tonight. He wants Kevin Owens out of his life and out of his sight. Counter by Balor there. And here we go now. What will Balor look for in this one? Big chop across the chest and the strikes continue on. Look at that drop kick into the side of the head. And I think what speaks volumes about Finn Balor right now is he's hitting all these moves, and a cover, a pinfall, isn't even passing his mind right now. It is about revenge. It is about overcoming everything that Kevin Owens did to him. And oh, what a counter there by Owens. Dazed and confused right now is Finn Balor. And now in the grips of the prize fight of the 4-time world champion. And into the turnbuckle, head first. Again and again he goes here. And all 10 of them nailed on the money. Balor has to be almost having to try and refocus where he is now, after Kevin Owens did his piece for there. Owens sends him a long way away there into the turnbuckle, but Balor ain't interested. Quick counter there, and a sling blade will send KO down. And Owens with a hard strike to counter his way back into it, and a short arm clothesline there brings Balor down. And Balor having to go on the apron here. He needs a moment from the looks of things. Kevin Owens just fucking launching himself onto the mat like a complete dipstick. Oh my god, what is Balor only just getting back into it and all? His back down on the apron there. And you know that Kevin Owens wanted to do it just to go to work on the back. He spoiled the return of Finn Balor last week on Smackdown Live. Of course, Balor was supposed to take on Kevin Owens. Sorry, not Kevin Owens. Kenny Omega, the Intercontinental Champion, one-on-one. But Owens spoiled that. He laid out Balor on the apron, on the stage with a package pile driver. But we're here tonight to finish things off. Owens, cannibal senton, and he misses it. Finn Balor is going to go up high here. No, he was looking for coup de grace, I think. But Owens got up to his feet. Drop kick, though. Balor hit hard on his back. And that's probably going to be the reason why he ain't so sprightly up to his feet. But this one ain't over yet. Forearm shot by Balor now, and he is just coming out with strikes. Very little in the way of maneuvers being executed here on KO. All strikes. And now look at this, a camel clutch here. Kind of a lazy camel clutch more than anything. But Owens has Balor down by his feet now, just how he likes to see it. Finn Balor, though, able to fight back right away. And another sling blade will take care of KO for a moment. Kick in the gut here. He's going to go for a powerbomb maybe. Owens able to get himself out of that one. And a big back body drop there will send Balor down. And once again, the emphasis goes on the back. That is all that is running through the mind of Kevin Owens right now. And as much as I hate to admit it, it is smart. Owens, though, in position. The Owens breaker brings him down on the neck as well. A double whammy executed there. Cover on Balor for the victory here. Balor powering out as early as 1 speaks volumes about how much he wants to win this one, how much he needs to beat Kevin Owens and finish this once and for all. Owens, though, looks set for victory here. Off the ropes. Pop a power bomb. He got all of it. 1, 2. Balor kicks out. Kevin Owens looks enraged, but this one ain't over. Finn Balor just made damn sure that this one still goes on between these two. Hard knee into the face there of Finn Balor. And he ain't done here though. He's still going on, full steam ahead. All the way until the end. That's Finn Balor's MO. Here we go now. Owens dazed and confused. Shotgun dropkick into the corner. Finn Balor looks ready to end this. Looks ready to finish what Kevin Owens started. Will this be the end-all be-all? Coup de grace by Balor. The 2 feet landing smack into the chest. There's 2, and that will seal it. Finn Balor has put this behind him. Finn Balor done and dusted with Kevin Owens. Well, Finn Balor has got rid of his old rival now. He's done and dusted with Kevin Owens. Oh my goodness. Well, when one door closes, another one opens, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. The Intercontinental Champion Kenny Omega, accompanied by the Elite, are on the entrance ramp looking at Balor after that win. What does that mean? Where do we go from here now? Where does Finn Balor go from here? This one just got very, very interesting in a hurry. That'll end this episode, Universe. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.